Designing Spaces, along with our friends at Chevrolet, presents Military Makeovers. Teaming up with companies from around the country, together we lend a helping hand to the families of those who served. These are families just like many found across the nation, facing tough times. But in each case, there is a loved one who has made a commitment to defend the United States of America. Designing Spaces and our allies move forward with a program of military makeovers with the express purpose to show our appreciation for those putting their lives on the line to keep our great nation free. We're here in front of the home of the Clark family, and Designing Spaces is about to do what we do best, a home makeover. We're taking a military family's home and we're giving it something special that will benefit everyone that lives here. But first, let's meet the Clark family.
My name is Jonathan Clark. This is my wife Rhonda, my son Colin, and this is Kara. I was about to take off for my second deployment, and I went home to visit my mom, who had just moved from Tennessee down in Jacksonville, Florida. And that's where we met. Been together for 13 years now. Right now, I'm actually the company first sergeant. I was recently promoted and moved out here to fill the role of kind of an administrator. I'm an artilleryman by trade, so that's what I've been doing for the past 18 years. But now I really focus on all those other things about being a Marine besides blowing stuff up. I've been deployed 6 times overseas. I've been deployed to Japan, Iraq, Afghanistan. I've done a couple of Mediterranean deployments.
When they deploy, it feels like you're holding your breath for about 7 months until the day they come back. And I finally, after 3 years of double deployment, back-to-back last time, can breathe. So it's nice.
Trying to pick up where you left off is very, very difficult, but somehow, some way, we make it happen. And there are countless Marines out there in the same boat that I am, and I love them all for it.
Being a military family with 6 deployments under your belt just means you're a military single mom with a paycheck is what I say. It has its ups and its downs. A lot of ups, but a lot of downs. Sometimes you forget how hard it is on your children because children are so resilient. His deployment in 2009, we found out that Colin had Tourette's, and what sparked it was his deployment. Since we moved here, his daddy's been home, and he's actually done pretty good. So, very minor. How you feeling?
Fine.
What's next for us is, well, we're new here to the area, so what's next for us is trying to get the kids settled into school.
Get into a
routine. This is the first time in quite some time that I haven't been deploying or training on a rigorous schedule, so we're just trying to reconnect with each other and reconnect with our children.
Right now, Designing Spaces would like to thank the staff at Operation Homefront for making our military makeovers possible. They're the organization that chose the families for our makeovers. Who is Operation Homefront? Well, take a look.
Operation Homefront is a military support nonprofit, and what we do is provide emergency financial and other kinds of assistance to our military families and to our wounded warriors. Mostly when our service members are deployed, we're here helping take care of their families back home. Operation Homefront is a national organization, and we also have 25 chapters throughout the country covering 34 states. And so with those chapters that do so much great work interacting directly with our families and the support of our national staff, we're able to help our military families nationwide.
Well, I'm a military mom. So when my sons decided they were going to serve our country, I talked to my husband and said, we need to find a military charity to get involved with. And Thanksgiving of 2007, we went on the internet and started looking around and found Operation Homefront. That Friday, I called the national office and talked to some of their people and said to them, you know, we have some background in fundraising and we want to help you. Where's your Florida chapter? And I had a silence on the other end. They said, we don't have a Florida chapter yet. So we put together a team. We have an excellent board of directors here in Florida. and we got started. We got our chapter in October of 2008, and we've been going ever since.
Last year, we met over 167,000 needs, everything from emergency financial assistance, helping someone with their rent, with their utilities, with car payments, and sadly, even food assistance. We've seen a really dramatic increase in the number of requests for food assistance. So you have a service member who is in harm's way, and meanwhile, their family back home is having trouble just putting food on the table.
Well, obviously, in South Florida, we do much of the same things that all of our other chapters do. We provide emergency financial assistance to families that are deployed or wounded, and we do a lot of morale activities. So right now, for instance, we're just finishing up our back-to-school drive, where we harvest school supplies at Dollar Tree stores all around the city and state, and bring them to local military installations or military families. I remember when you called us and said, you know, we'd like to do a military makeover, and can you help us find some families? And the first thought was, wow, you know, where do you start? There's so many families that you'd like to touch with that opportunity. But we reached out to the community and asked for people to nominate. And actually, some of our families were nominated by their military support units, and others were nominated by relatives or friends. And we found 4 very special families, each with a very special story, to be able to make a difference here in South Florida. The families' reactions to Designing Spaces opportunity was, first of all, a little trepidation. You know, what am I going to do on television? But once we told them what a great bunch of people you are and that you would make it easy, which you do, they were a little bit excited. It gave them an opportunity to do something in their homes that maybe they didn't have the resources for or just never had the time to do.
Operation Homefront and many of the other military support nonprofits out there do provide service to the active duty, to the Guard and Reserve, and there are lots of great veterans organizations that help those that have been out for a long time. So that goes for anyone that has served this country in uniform. If you need help, please reach out and ask for that help. Anyone that wants to help a military family can go to our website, operationhomefront.net. You can find your local chapter and support locally, or you can actually look and see specific needs there of specific military families and choose to help a specific family. So we need help across the board.
If you're a viewer watching this show today, no matter where you are in the country, know that there are lots of Operation Homefront chapters around the country, not just here in Florida. Go to our website, operationhomefront.net, and choose Find Your Chapter. And you'll find the chapter that's closest to you where you can get involved. Whether it's giving your time, which we all need a lot of, or giving your talents and money, we'll have something for you to do. And it's a great way to serve your country and tell all those people who are currently serving how much you appreciate what they do. One of the rewarding experiences about this is the opportunity to touch so many lives. We are about to do our 1,000th financial assistance case. You know, every one of those is a story, and those stories are right here. You know, in addition, we probably have helped 3,000 to 4,000 other people by the other things that we do, the morale, the backpacks that we give away, the Thanksgiving meals that we deliver to families, the toys that we give away at Christmas. You know, that's a substantial monetary donation in terms of the value of the goods that we collect. But the ability, you know, to make sure that a child who has just moved to Florida with their family, having transitioned from some other part of the country, maybe they're living in a hotel at Christmas time. You know, the money is tight. They haven't gotten reimbursed for their move yet. And somebody gives a call, and we're able to provide them with toys for Christmas time. You know, the looks on their faces are absolutely amazing.
On our next Designing Spaces Military Makeover, we complete our transformation here at the Clark family home with artwork. To see this part of the show again and to see the good people who made today possible, please visit our website at designingspaces.tv. For Designing Spaces Military Makeover, I'm Debbie Marie. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.